Hello and welcome to day 4 of the 7 days of Christmas here at LFEC. I'm David, this is Rudolph. Welcome. Well, today's Christmas cracker classic is brought to us by a couple that many of you will recognise.
What did one snowman say to the other snowman?
I don't know. What did one snowman say to the other snowman?
I can smell carrots.
If a prince or a princess is born today, then almost certainly they'll be born in the poshest of private hospitals. They'll have a room for themselves. If the baby's born early, it'll be placed into an incubator that is technologically advanced. If everything goes well and the baby's healthy, it'll go into a cot, brand new covers and everything else. When that baby comes home to the palace or to the stately home, it'll get placed in a crib or a cot, which is either brand new or one that was carved from the wood of a perfect oak tree, which has been in the family for generations. It'll be placed in something which is expensive. The baby will be placed in a crib and a cot that is the very, very best that this world can offer. Why? Because it's a prince or a princess. On that first Christmas day, Jesus has been born. It's in Bethlehem. As we've seen looking at the life of Mary and Joseph, they are now married and they're on their way and gone to Bethlehem because there's a count, a census. The Romans want to know, the king wants to know, the governor wants to know. They want to know how many people live and where and everything else. So a count is made, a census. And because Joseph is in the line of King David, Joseph has to go back to his hometown of Bethlehem, and there the baby's born. But of course it's a busy time, not because it's Christmas, of course, it's the first Christmas, but it's a busy time because of the census. And so there's nowhere really for them to stay. And so when the baby is born, the one who would be not just a king, not just the king, but the baby born is the King of Kings. You would expect him to be born in a palace, to be placed in the greatest cot, elaborate, gold perhaps, but he's not. The baby Jesus is born, and where is he placed? He's placed in a manger. Remember a manger from when you did, perhaps when you were really little and did a nativity scene? That manger is a feeding trough for animals. It's those kind of little units that get put out in the field with some straw and with some food for the animals to feed. You see it sometimes when you drive through the countryside. You see it in farmers' fields. It's a feeding trough. It's a place where animals eat. And that is where Jesus is placed as a new baby. He's warm. He's safe. Of course he is. He's very healthy. But he's placed not on a palace seat or a palace bed or cot or anything else. He's placed in an animal's feeding trough. The King of Kings, the one who came from heaven because he's God. God comes into the world. But instead of being a fanfare of trumpets and announcements and just a palace, there's an animal's feeding trough. It shows us what God is willing to go through to enter into this world. It shows us the love that God has, even as a baby. He's willing to go into that feeding trough. The King of Kings, but look where he is. Well, we're going to look more at the story of the birth of the Lord Jesus in the next few days.